glad for like Andy doing No Time for Sergeants and
Yeah, and then
stuff like that because those are the things that got him the Andy Griffith Show.
right.
You would never cast him in the Andy Griffith Show based off of a face in the crowd.
No, absolutely not. Like the thing is that he did the radio show for No Time for Sergeants, or you know,
Did it on Broadway. And,
yeah, did on Broadway, and then he, because of that, he got onto the Andy Griffith Show, and then that cast a whole entire new light on him, and gave us the image that we have of him now.
yeah.
I didn't even know that he had a rough reputation until I read about it.
Yeah.
I knew that he wasn't exactly faithful, and I knew that he had a drinking problem,
Yeah.
but doesn't make him necessarily a bad person.
No, but I did find because I bought a year or two ago. I bought the Andy Griffith Show on DVD, the whole box set, and I never. Anytime when I would watch it as a kid and the color episodes would come on, I'd be like, no, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, no,
But
absolutely not.
I made myself watch it from episode one all the way to the end.
You brave soul.
I know. I don't think I laughed once in the last four seasons, but Andy's character, the Sheriff Andy character, gets meaner and more acerbic and just before he was sort of like he could get frustrated with people in Mayberry, but he
Right.
loved everybody.
Yeah.
And by those color episodes, he's got some lonesome roads poking out where he's just like, fuck this.
Well, right. And here's the thing: is that so when I read some certain things, is that he he was an alcoholic,
Yeah.
and that he actually. So there's an episode where he actually has a broken
Yeah.
arm. He had actually punched the set and
Oh.
had broken his arm because of it.
I know the episode. They make an excuse of like he went and broke up a fight or something.
Yeah. Well, and when reading those and after having watched, you know, A Face in the Crowd, I'm sitting there and I'm like, that's why I had mentioned earlier, when as actors, because me and you are both actors as well,
Yeah.
When we personify a character, we put our certain parts of ourselves into that character. So I feel like maybe Lonesome Roads really is part of Andy Griffith, and there are parts of Lonesome Roads that people really didn't see of Andy because he didn't want to show them. But as we see those color episodes,
Yeah.
obviously he's going to show those more because at that point in time he just didn't want to do them anymore.
No, Don was gone, and
Well, and then on top of it too, I had read that he got annoyed that Don's character had gotten more recognition than Andy's character, and that annoyed him.
Yeah.
And growing up, Andy Griffith, was on the wrong side of the tracks or whatever. And who cares? You're being successful. You're a successful actor. You have a successful show. You should be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand where that might be frustrating.
Yeah.
But at the same point, it's that ego. But we see that ego with Lonesome Roads, right?
Yeah. He's, and I because I have acted, but I am more of a writer, and so there are characters that I have to write where people will say to me, like, "Oh, is that based on somebody, or do you like no?" And I'm like, "No, that's me. That whatever ugly, awful thing I've tapped into for that character, it's in me, and I found it, and I'm like, here it is." And he tapped into it in a way that is beyond brave, and his performance is absolutely one of the best as far as I'm concerned of that entire generation of
Right.
movies.
Right. I wish that he had given himself more grace. I think that he's, brave, and I think he's still a good actor and everything, and I still love the Andy Griffith Show. But at the same time, it makes when he has certain angry personas a little bit more questionable.
And a little bit harder to watch because
Yeah.
that's Uncle Andy.
Yeah, a little bit. Because it's, all I can think about now is the Lonesome Loads laugh,
Yeah.
and that makes it very hard.
So, A Face in the Crowd, a great movie, and we will be right back to talk about a not so great movie from a great comedian.
Yeah.